Hey builders, there's been a big advancement in AI that you need to know about. Google have just released their successor to Bard called Google Gemini. This isn't just another iteration, but rather a gigantic leap forward, with benchmarks either matching or exceeding what we've come to expect from Chat GPT 4. But what does this mean for us? Well, a lot actually, because our BuildShip workflows, they're about to get a whole lot smarter. Google Gemini isn't just a chatbot. It's an advanced large language model trained on massive amounts of data. What's more, it's multimodal, meaning it can input and output both text and images. This means nuanced text summaries, image classification, and creative content generation all at your fingertips. Gemini can tackle tedious text-based tasks, analyze product reviews, localize your content for global reach, or quickly brainstorm fresh campaign ideas, all within your existing BuildShip workflows. So let me introduce you to the Google Gemini AI node. You'll find the Google Gemini nodes under Gemini in the Node Explorer. There are a couple of specific use cases here. For example, we've got a node that counts the number of tokens in a prompt, so you can keep track of your spend in the API. But for reference, Google tell us in their documentation that for Gemini models, a token is equivalent to about 4 characters. So 100 tokens are about 60 to 80 English words. We're going to focus on the multimodal node today. So on the right, we have our node instructions. You start by getting a Google AI API key, and you get that from AI Studio. Create an API key and add it into the secrets manager, so it's securely stored. It comes conveniently in under the secrets menu here. Next, we choose our model. At time of recording, Google had released Gemini Pro and Gemini Pro Vision publicly available as part of their APIs. There is also an image generation model called ImageGen 2, which is available to Google trusted testers. And Google have just released Gemini 1.5, which you can go on a waitlist for. You can be sure that we'll update our template nodes as these and more new models get added into Google's API. Let's do a quick example using Gemini Pro. Let's create a BuildShip workflow that looks a little something like this. It'll use the pre-built Bing search node to search the web for the latest news articles on a topic. We'll feed this prompt in as part of our API call. So under query, we click the little plus, call this prompt, and then we can feed that in here, query, prompt. Now this Bing search node outputs a JSON object. So before we pass it on to a node that requires a string, we're going to need to stringify that JSON. And BuildShip has a pre-built node that'll do that for you. You simply feed in the Bing search results. Now for our Gemini node. Here I've created a prompt which gives it a JSON object of news articles on a specific topic from the past 24 hours and asks us to tell us what the key points from that news wrap-up are. So hit ship and let's test it out. We're going to send the query prompt in as a search for news articles from the past 24 hours about, say, low-code app development. And here we have our key points from the last 24 hours of news. It's given us some expert stats and it's even pulled out a Gartner prediction. Now our Gemini Pro Vision model works in much the same way, but we have a couple of extra parameters to play with. And that's to make it really easy for you to upload the image that you're going to send over to Gemini. I found this excellent looking slice of cake on Unsplash, and I want to get Gemini to not only tell me what's in the image, but I want it to give me a recipe of the food it finds within that image. You just click the plus icon and upload your image. So this uses the power of BuildShip storage as a backend. You just need to tell it the file extension. All right, we'll hit ship and test this out. Our prompt will be, what food is in this image? Provide the recipe. And here you have it. It's identified the ladyfinger biscuits as well as the mascarpone cream and given you the full instructions for the recipe. So as you can see, there's a huge amount of power in this node. Stay tuned for our next video, where we dive deeper into specific Gemini features and tutorials to get you up and running. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more updates. And until then, happy building.